Well. What do we have here? What do we have here? Collider.com here says Disney reportedly closing in on a big deal to buy parts of Fox. So, negotiations have restarted. And now we will finally get to see the majority, if not all, of our favorite characters from Marvel together. It's gonna be a great day. It says here, well, it looks like that Disney-Fox merger might happen after all. Early last month, word surfaced that Disney had engaged in talks to buy assets from 21st Century Fox, including the film studio and non-broadcast TV parts like FX and National Geographic. At the time, talks had cooled and the two studios weren't actively in negotiations, but there was always the possibility that those talks could resume. According to CNBC, they have. The outlets report that not only are talks back on, but they're closing in on a deal that could be announced as early as next week. The value of the Fox assets is more than $60 billion, which makes the purchase of Lucasfilm seem like chump change in hindsight. As previously reported, if the deal goes through, Disney could buy Fox's movie and television production assets while Fox keeps its news, sports, and broadcast networks. The sale arose when 21st Century Fox executives decided they couldn't compete as well in the marketplace with their film studio, which is hogwash, and instead wanted to focus on owning the news and sports portions of the company. The specifics of the deal in terms of how things change is wildly unclear. It's possible Disney keeps Fox as a separate studio like Lucasfilm or Marvel Studios and sets up its own executive and hierarchy, or it's possible portions of 20th Woo! Portions of 20th Century Fox, the film studio, are moved to existing Disney assets, like bringing all the superhero movies to Marvel Studios, etc. I still contend this is bad for consumers. Why would you say that, Colliders? Let's see what you have to say. One less major movie studio making films is one less option for filmmakers and storytellers. Fox, if owned by Disney, may entirely shift the kinds of films it makes, and whereas in the past you could go to Fox to try to sell your project if Disney passed, now this blurs those lines. I could see that issue. And for those who contend this would result in Marvel Studios' quality reboots of X-Men, Fantastic Four, etc., don't hold your breath. The fuck are you talking about, Collider? Huh? The current Marvel Studios regime is already stretched pretty thin, making 3 films a year. So if they expanded that number of 5 to 5, assuming Fox would still make 1 to 3 superhero movies a year, the creative oversight folks have become accustomed to from Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige becomes impossible to manage. Getting 3 Marvel movies like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Thor Ragnarok in the same year, that puts Fox out something as wildly different and R-rated as Logan could become a thing of the past. Moreover, Fox and Marvel Studios would no longer be competitors, ultimately they play the same teams. So how would this affect the kinds of films that could be made when they're released? Still don't think it's going to be an issue. You know what I mean? They can still put certain characters in there. I don't fuck rebooting them. I don't care about rebooting the other movies. So that's where I stand right there. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, if there's a movie where they could throw in Fantastic Four like they threw Spider-Man in Civil War, okay, let's do the damn thing. You might not have to make new movies, but you could throw certain characters in that we knew we would never see because of Fox owning the rights to them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at. I don't even, at this point, need a new Fantastic Four movie. Would it be great to see one? Yeah, but if I see the Fantastic Four show up in another like in a Marvel movie that they weren't slated to show up in, that'd be fucking great. The X-Men showed up in a fucking Avengers movie, that would be great. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Anyway, so moreover, would Disney ever allow a green light for a movie like A Cure for Wellness or Alien Covenant? I don't know about that. Fox has been making ambitious moves recently, allowing talented filmmakers to have a lot of creative freedom on expensive projects. But that's kind of opposite of the Disney model, which values IP above all else. Would Fox's identity get completely lost in the sale? I did think about that. I was like, oh, they own, you know, stuff like Aliens and all that stuff, you know. But I'm such a, superhero fan that if that got pushed to the back or changed slightly, I don't know how I'm going to react to that. I haven't exactly loved the new Aliens movies, so I don't know. But yeah, you know, I think, doesn't Predator own it too? Don't they own Predator too? And all that stuff? I don't know. It could be an issue. Could be an issue. But where one goes away, maybe we can get other shit that we want. You get what I'm saying? So there may be something that happens that offsets it, or could be, you know, some bullshit, or maybe they'll let them operate independently. We'll see. But I've been wanting this to happen for a long fucking time, or at least for them to make a deal. That's what I'm talking about. Like Sony did. Like Sony still owns the rights, but Spider-Man's appearing in Marvel movies. That was perfect. That was excellent. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted some type of deal for these characters to be shown. That's, you know, X-Men versus Avengers or whatever. I wanted something like that. You know what I mean? I don't need for Disney to buy them. I just want to see all the characters together like we've always dreamed. You know what I mean? All of this and more were laid out far more eloquently by Matt Goldberg in his editorial last month. And it's important to look past the immediate gratification of the to the long-term ramifications. There's no guarantee this deal goes through, but we could have some very big news heading our way next week that will change the landscape of Hollywood dramatically and forever. I added the forever part. Yeah! So what do y'all think? Is this good or bad? I think ultimately it's good. But I see where it could hinder things, you know, with rated R movies and all that stuff. But if they just own them and let them operate, you know, separately, that'd be great. But I don't know if Disney would want their name on that, you know what I mean? I don't know. Wait a minute. Don't Disney owns the Marvel shit. Did you just see Punisher? I mean, some of y'all know more about the business aspect of this than I do. They own Marvel. Did you just see Punisher? I mean, Punisher, Jesus Christ. The gore in that. It was disturbing and disgusting, even though I really liked the series. You know what I mean? Like, if they doing that, then this should be no problem with Aliens and rated R movies and whatever. Okay? Well, if you enjoyed my video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you did not, you can kiss my black derriere. 10 million subscribers. Woo!
You may now subscribe.